Well, let's try and get those answers, certainly for the community and for those municipal workers. We're joined by Nkomazi Municipality spokesperson Mbuso Malale, joining us on the line for more. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Malale. Okay, let's start with the situation that's been raised by the South African Municipal Workers Union, saying that that your municipality is not meeting its financial obligations and that many of them continue to wait for their salaries. So talk to me about the state of the municipality and certainly where it's sitting in paying municipal workers.
Thank you. Good evening to everyone. Good evening to my colleague, Mr. Nkomazi, and the Newzroom fans that are watching currently. What I can say, based on what Mr. Nkomazi is saying, maybe to start with, just to say the Municipal Systems Act and the related policies bars municipal employees to run to the media instead of following due process.
As we try and get him back, spokesperson for the Nkomazi Municipality spokesperson who was beginning there by saying that it would be preferred that those municipal workers did not start their complaints by speaking to the media. You had started there, Mr. Malale. Go ahead.
Yes, what I was saying is that the Municipal System Act and related policies bears municipal employees to run to the media instead of following due processes. It's very disturbing that once things goes contrary to our wishes, then we run to the media and we bring to our employer to dispute, and that is highly discouraged. Yeah, in any government or even in private institutions.
So let me understand this. Your view, just as we open the discussion, is that you're concerned that workers have went to the media instead of following due process, and that puts the municipality into disrepute. So are you going to be taking action against some of the workers, especially those that we see, having spoken to our reporter? Is that what we're hearing from you as we start off?
Fortunately, today we met, management has met with the labor force, and there is a meeting arranged for tomorrow for a conducive discussion whereby we will discuss all the matters in a straightforward manner and in a procedural way, and try to mitigate whatsoever discomfort that is coming from the labor force and it's coming from the community at large.
Mr. Malale, can you give me an update on the situation in the municipality, though, where it comes to paying of your municipal workers? So are all municipal workers paid and up to date?
Yes, all municipal workers are paid in date, and as we speak, I don't think there's any municipal employee that can say he or she hasn't been paid.
Then how is it that we're hearing from municipal workers that are complaining around the lack of payment? How is that taking place? Have you not received that communication from your own municipal workers?
Yes, we've been trying to communicate with the labor force in good faith. It's just that at some times there will be that kind of misunderstandings. But what I can firmly say is that each and every sector in the country, in the world, and globally is facing economical bankruptcy and stuff like that, because of economically meltdown. But what I can safely say is that we are communicating with them, and what is most important is that tomorrow we've already scheduled a meeting with them to talk and iron out any other discrepancies or misunderstandings that emanated from the past few days.
If you were to explain to me the state of service delivery in the Nkomazi Municipality, What would that sound like? Because you talk about economic challenges that are being faced globally, and my understanding is that as a municipality, your job really is to manage the resources of the municipality to ensure that it does meet all of its obligations, particularly those being creditors and municipal workers. So you speak of those difficulties. How is this impacted on the services that are being received by the citizens of Nkomazi?
Yeah, maybe to put a preamble prior to answering your question, is to say that economically, the country, Africa as a continent, and the globe, the entire globe, is facing financial challenges.
Yes, you have made that point.
Yes,
made that point. I want to talk about the challenges of Nkomazi particularly, because that's our focus, not Africa, Nkomazi.
Yes, Nkomazi, yes. I'm coming on to that.
Yes.
To say what we would like to plead on is for our citizens and the ratepayers to be upfront in terms of assisting the municipality in recovering on what is due to the municipality so that it can smoothly implement its obligations.
You have, so I'm going to look at some of the challenges that you have had, right? You had residents in Ntonga at the beginning of this year that blocked roads, wanting their community to be given attention. Some of the service delivery issues that they raised was that there is very little in their communities except for a hospital and a primary school, saying that their roads are in a terrible state, and that being an issue that's been raised in various areas in Nkomazi. How have you dealt with that since the beginning of this year when those issues were raised with the municipality?
We're trying very, very hard in trying to address that. I think if you can even follow our social media pages, we tell you that each and every day we are updating on what we are doing. Remember that in the past few consecutive years, we've been faced with disasters and the issue of COVID-19.
Okay, Mr. Malale, I think you're moving away from your phone. Could you move closer to your phone?
Yes. I'm saying
yes.
Are you listening now?
No, I'm struggling to hear you. Could you move closer to where your phone was when we started our conversation, please?
Okay, now?
Yes, much better. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, what I was saying is, remember that we've been faced by a number of natural disasters, and then we have to try and cope with that. So we understood the issue of Tonga residents, and I think even if you can go to them one by one, they will say that they've seen changes that we've tried to implement.
Is it correct, Mr. Malale, that the mayor, executive mayor Pindile Makakula, made the revelation that she had paid over 40,000 rand for an illegal electricity connection to her home? Is that true? Has that been investigated?
No, I don't remember as a communication section making any media statement or any press statement regarding to that.
Because it's believed that she made the announcement, and that in fact led to the Democratic Alliance in the area laying a criminal charge against the executive mayor. Are you not aware about criminal charges that have been laid against the mayor for an illegal electricity connection?
Yeah, I think even though we're derailing from the main discussion, I can't confirm or deny anything, because if there was any criminal allegations that were laid against her, I think that one is subject to care to comment on. And if I say there isn't, again, I'll be doing something that is incorrect.
Okay. I'm going to let you go with just one final question then, Mr. Malale, and that is the commitment that you can make to us this evening about how you will address particularly the South African Municipal Workers Union.
Yeah, the thing is we've already made an official appointment. Tomorrow we'll be meeting with the South African Workers Union, Municipal Workers Union, and to iron out all the things that were seen that maybe they were not addressed accordingly, and then see a way forward. And again, we also would like to plead to our residents, especially the ratepayers, to be upfront in terms of payment so that the financial stability of the institution it's in a good position so that we meet our obligations. And fortunately, the Office of the Premier, the Office of the Department of Cooperative Governance, Human and Settlement, and the Nkomazi District Municipality, they are always on our side, advising us and assisting us in terms of ensuring that there is stability within the institution.
Yeah. Mr. Malale, we do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Mbuso Malale there is the spokesperson for the Nkomazi Municipality.